Hello everyone and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor's Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'll be doing the earnings for SoundHound. Very excited to do this. It's the first time we're doing it. Thank you all for joining. My name is Sensei Crypto. I do the Sunday show you might be familiar with. If you're new here, Martyn is currently running the Fisker earnings. So we're doing them side by side right now. So you can pop in and out of me and Martyn. I can see right now this is Martyn's stream. He is now showing me, which is very weird. This is very exciting. I've got the chart for you guys as well, which we'll be overlaying. We are currently waiting for the earnings. I've got it all ready for you guys. So let's see, that starts in about 24 minutes. We have seen a drop on the stock. So let's get right into it. Let's see what the chart is saying. We can make it bigger for now while we wait. I've also got the chat over here, so we'll be reading through. Oh, I'm not supposed to be down there. Let me get myself centered. Yes, so we've got this is the chat. So welcome in everyone. This is Martyn's second channel, and because he can't cover both at the same time, I'm going to be covering SoundHound AI. The price of SoundHound is dropped about 20%. So let's see what the comments are. Let's see if you have any questions. We do have some time before the earnings officially kick off. Let's see what we have. I can't go all the way back because there seems to be a lot of comments. Let's go from here. Mike says you can't predict the market. Raman says I think there's more than you can guess. Let's see if there's any comment. Did anyone else see politicians are selling crypto recently? From Unusual Wells and X yesterday, Shuri then sold 750,000, 500k in Bitcoin, and I mean people are profit taking crypto. It's nothing unusual. Bitcoin's near all-time highs. There we go. Thank you for the subscription. That I think is linked to Martyn's other channel, so this isn't from this channel, but thank you for subscribing. If anyone does a super chat on the main channel, I think it will also come through here as well. So if anyone wants to test that out. James is here. Hi James. Mike the legend is here now. Hello, Mike. Thank you. Eric B. Good afternoon. Sense Crypto Legend. Thank you very much. XRP82. Nice to see you here. I have another stock for you Monday. You have 2 weeks to purchase before it goes to my performance. Good luck. Interesting. Gablewood earnings missed. SoundHound has missed on earnings. It's going to be more interesting what they say in the call. Obviously, SoundHound has gone up. We'll show the chart in a second. A lot in the last sort of few weeks. So it's nothing. It's not too big. I mean, FSR Martyn's covering it. That's dropped as well. So it's nothing too concerning. But obviously, it has dropped. Let me see exactly the percentage. It's dropped 11%. It's really not that dramatic. SOUN missed earnings by 17%. That's a shame. MJ says huge improvements. Roman says XRP now. Tell me what share it is. Gablewood, I don't know why you have to wait 25 minutes. They missed earnings. Gablewood, this is the earnings call. 25 minutes. That's when the question's going to be asked. That's where they're going to do explaining their projections for the future. That's what's important. Looking in the future rather than focusing on what's happened now. And that's what they'll be discussing. This is how we make moonshine hockey stick growth coming. XRP 82 first to do to 4.5 on Monday, then we'll okay. XRP is 82 is giving some predictions. Okay, let's see how many people we have in today. We will be covering the earnings. So 89 people watching. This is great, but only 9 likes. Can everyone please smash the like button? We're covering 2 earnings for you guys today: FSR on the main channel and SoundHound on this channel. I'm going to be listening into what they have to say. So please do hit the like button. And if you haven't already, this channel is new and I'd love to see a lot of subscribers coming today. That would be greatly appreciated. Let's refresh and see how many likes we have now. 25 likes. If we can get, there's 91 watching and only 25 likes, so please do hit the like button. SoundHound, I've got the chart up. Let's go on to the 5-minute time frame as well and see what is going on. Hope I'm not buffering. My chart's not loaded. Let me just check this. Chart up. Let's go on to the 5-minute time. Nope, that's working fine. So let me just refresh my trading view. And in the meantime, let's see what Martyn's show is.
And also, we can cover the earnings for you. And if we have 3 earnings, we'll get a 4th channel, and we'll have more shows running simultaneously. So you can always get the best service with us here. There's Discord if you want to talk to the team 24 hours a day.
So that's Martyn's channel. Okay, here we go. How is it performing? We're having a little rebound now on the chart. We did see it drop around 24%, and from the bottom we've had a recovery of about 10%. So I'm just trying to see if we've got the after hours. This is the first time I'm streaming on the 2nd channel, so do bear with me. So yeah, it is down 13% basically. We want to see if this rebounds during the call and what the CEO and the questions are going to be put forward. That is what's important. And I've got this ready for you. Let's see if they've started. Nope, they are still going. Oh, someone sent a super chat on the main channel.
What's he saying? Has he got me talking? Let's have a look. What's he saying?
Martyn's watching me. I'm watching Martyn. How is it performing? We're having a little rebound now on the chart.
No, he's talking charts, isn't he? He's talking charts, isn't he? All right, we'll leave him.
So there we go.
Split with Sensei for a coffee. He is doing great.
With the super chats on the other channel, and if you don't know what I mean, I'll give you the link now. The super chats that come through on the other channel will also be coming through here as well. So if you did want to do a super chat, I will see it on this channel as well. It will come up for me if you do want to grab my attention. Let's go back to your comments. Just hit subscribe. I don't know. Thank you very much, Andreas. Thank you for subscribing. This is a new channel. Open your own chart in another tab and follow along. Thank you, Eric. I'm using Webull charts. Yes, I use TradingView. Mike, yes, I know, but I want him to stay here. You never know, Mike. Maybe we'll get some golden tips here. I'm not sure what that's referring to, but thank you for joining. Let's just go back here and see if there's any movement on the charts. It is coming up. This is the 1 minute. Every candle is 1 minute. This bit highlighted here is after hours trading. So initially we got a quick move to the upwards, very small but quick. 6% straight after hours. The earnings came out. They missed on earnings. They have missed on earnings, just to put that out there. And now we found a low at $5.90, and since we are up 9%. So ideally we want to see this recover, but if you look sort of, let's go on the weekly time frame and just see how far SoundHound has come. If you watch my chart analysis, we broke through this parallel channel, which we were talking about, and our target is $8.74. We hit our first target of $5, next target's $8.72. However, if they've missed, then we can definitely come back down to $5 and sort of test it, make it support. This area here is to be really, if you're holding this long term, you won't be, let me draw a box for you guys. It's not a bad thing to see this stock come back down and retest this area here. Oh, let me get rid of that. I've put it in orange. That area there, it would be perfectly normal and quite good for the stock if it does come back down here, test it, create support, and then move up to $8. And that's putting in a higher low will be really great for the stock. So it's not all bad. We have missed on earnings. We are down around 10-12%, but it's not something we should be worried about. If it comes back down, it can just make a higher low and continue its trend upwards, and that's what we're looking for. It's also important for us to listening to the earnings, which I'm waiting for here. 10 p.m. UK time, it says, so that's in around 14 minutes. We should be hearing from the team, the CEO, and answering and then we'll be listening into them answering questions. Let's see what Martyn's up to.
Bottoming out, looks pretty good. Are we going to get a bounce from here? Well, we shall find out in just a couple of seconds. What do we think? Shall we run a poll? Shall we run a poll tonight? I think we should. I absolutely think we should run a poll. What do you think? Is the stock going to go up, down? What do you reckon? Let's run a poll.
This is Martyn on the main channel, Martyn Lucas Investor. I've given you the link in the chat. He's
very
covering
simple.
Fisker.
Stock up or down?
I did just mute myself. I want to listen back and see if I'm echoing.
Poll.
This is Martyn on the main channel, Martyn Lucas Investor. I've given you the link in the chat. He's
very
covering
simple.
Fisker.
Stock up.
I did just mute. No, everything seems to be fine. Still not too much movement on the chart. Obviously, we are down. Missed earnings, so of course the stock's going to come down. The stock has rallied. In the last, let's go on the daily time frame. In the last sort of 2 weeks, the stock is up 247%. So is it really that bad that the stock is down exactly 14% after hours? I don't think so. I don't think that's too bad, especially when they missed on earnings. I wouldn't even say the chart's looking bad if it comes back down to $4 to $5. That would be where my buy zone is. I wouldn't be buying this area now. We bought down here at the support at $1.72. There was another confirmation here, so I wouldn't be buying it now. Maybe laddering in because they've missed on earnings, but I would be waiting for maybe a $4.50 to $5 to be re-entering and adding to my long-term bag. Right now, I don't think is the best area to be buying. Again, once we're at 872, we might come back down, so there will be opportunities to buy. My buy area will be between $4 and $5. And let's go back to your comments and see what everyone's saying. Let's also see how many likes we have, because I want to beat Martyn tonight. Let's see if we can get more likes and viewers. 51 likes, 74 watching. We can do a little bit better. So please do hit the like button if you haven't already. A lot of people haven't already. Please do subscribe to this channel as well. Fatella Hamza says, you're doing well, Sensei. Thank you very much. Raman says, what I've learned in life is that you should not underestimate anyone. Correct. At 6 is a good price to buy. 6, yeah. I wouldn't, with this stock, I wouldn't go all in. I'd leave some money on the side. It can come back down to $4 to $5. It can even come back down to $2.50. So if you really believe in this company, you don't want to start putting all your capital in at $6 or now. You want to spread it out just in case it comes down lower. Earnings missed by 17%. Yes, earnings have missed by 17%. The stock's down around 17%, about 15% at the moment. So let's see. We're waiting for the earnings call. That should start in 10 minutes. At Santa Clara, I was trying to say we can open our own chart and follow along. This is how I'm learning. Thank you, sir. Yes, you can open your own chart and see. Oh, you. I understand, Eric. Sorry about that. Yeah, you can open your chart, see where my lines are and how I trade. If it's going to be similar to the sort of things you've been drawing, Obviously, my strategy is a bit different. I don't focus too much on the short term with lots of moving averages. Sometimes I do, but sometimes you keep it simple and put your your supports, your resistances in, and look a bit more long term. So yeah, follow along, see how your charts are, how they differ to mine. I'll also be sharing the stock price throughout the earnings call. Santa, what are your thoughts on Bonk? I have no idea what that is. Bonk coin or Solana? But what's the bit in the middle? If you can clarify what you mean by that. Good luck with your boncast. Thank you very much, Wadey. Please do join in if you like, or come between me and Martyn's show. James007, always here for my streams. Thank you very much for being here. Smash the like button. Do it now, says James007. So do listen to James007 and smash that like button. Let's see how many likes we have, and then I can go into Martyn's stream and say, look, we've got more likes than you. For anyone joining in now, we are just waiting for the earnings. We've got 104 watching, but only 56 likes. Let's get that to 70 likes, and then I will go and boast on Martyn's channel. Let's see if we can get that to 70 likes. Welcome in, everyone. We are just waiting for the earnings to start. They have missed on earnings, and I'll show you all the charts, but we're just trying to get to 70 likes for now. Still 56 likes. Oh, look at this. Martyn's got a chart up as well. He just had a chart up. Thank you for subscribing. I am just waiting to see if we can get 70 likes. We've got 56 likes. Anyone else? Hit the like button, please. 58 likes, 86 watching. That's good enough. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Let's see if we got 60. I think we did it. 58, amazing. Any other comments? Put your comments through. We've got about 8 minutes until the earnings start. Let's get more likes on the extra channel than the main channel. Yes, James007, let's do it. Let's see how many likes Martyn has. Martyn has 103 likes, guys. The other channel running simultaneously covering Fisker earnings has 103 likes. I guess I have to like it. And we don't have that many, so we haven't beaten him. Let's double check. 61 likes. Thank you all very much. We are just waiting for SoundHound to start. Let me just... Still not started yet. Let's go back to the chart. We're coming up slightly. If anyone's interested in crypto, I bought some Filecoin yesterday. Already up 10%, so Filecoin is slightly underrated. Bitcoin's going up, altcoins should start catching up. SoundHound, anything? It's recovering slowly but surely. We don't want to break this trend line, otherwise we're going to start coming down back to these lows. So let's see what happens. I will be charting small things during the show. Obviously, it's not going to be very accurate because I like to chart on a much larger time frame, but for entertainment purposes, I will be charting on the minute, and let's see if we can get any trades out of it. I won't actually be trading, but just for the premise of charting and seeing if there's any patterns. Right now, the only pattern we have is this higher low structure. And if we break below it, then we're probably going to start coming back down to the 611 and below 6, where someone said they want to buy some at $6. So we'll see. Let's see if we break below it. We are just waiting for it to start. I am going to sneeze. Sorry. Bless me. Sorry about that. We just got Martyn come into the show, and he's put the links for the main channel, which is FSR right now. Alpha Spread is what I have open on another tab to see the intrinsic value of SoundHound. That's the software that Martyn uses to review. You get 10% discount and all of our other Martyn's links. They must be cheating on the likes. Yes, Martyn's. They're cheating on the likes. We should have more likes than them. Let's see how many people we have in the show. 90 people. We've got 5 minutes. If everyone can like the stream, we've got 5 minutes until the earnings start. We are waiting. I am going to be covering it live for you guys, along with the the charts. Let's head back into Martyn's stream. Let's see if anything's happening. Martyn is the owner of this channel. He's doing FSR earnings, and I'm doing SoundHound. They're both at the same time. That's why we're doing it.
On anything else in the world. Here are all the links. You've got Alpha 3. I wonder if we can get just 7 more likes and we will be ready to go. And
oh, he's asking for more likes. I'm going to say we have more likes than you. We don't, but I just want to troll Martyn a little bit. I don't think he's going to believe it.
Oh, 115. We are now being suggested by YouTube. They'll start sharing.
Let's see if he notices.
Our CFO.
If you have just tuned in, we are waiting. In about 4 minutes, we'll have.
Cents.
He's commented, no, you don't.
Down here. No, it shouldn't. If you've seen my more likes than you, 150. No, you bloody don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
We will. I'm sure by the end of the stream we'll have more likes. If you can hit the like button.
You don't. No.
We're waiting for this to start. I am making sure it should be in about 3.5 minutes. It should start. Oh, okay. We're breaking down. We're coming back down. It's not. They've missed on earnings. We're probably going to continue coming down, unfortunately. I can't see this going up much higher. We are, if you look at the daily RSI, very, very overbought. It does need to cool off. It will be quite healthy if it does come back in this range. I know a lot of people won't like it to come down another 20%, but it's gone up 200, 300% in a matter of weeks. So it can certainly come back down and it'll be quite healthy for it. But yeah, we'll be watching the chart on the 1 minute time frame. And it's trying to push up again. Let's see if it can regain the trend line.
Value. It's under. It's.
Let's go back to the comments before it starts. Yeah, Fisker has come down a lot. I'll quickly show you Fisker as well. That's what Martyn is covering. He's just giving me the link. Martyn says nowhere near the same amount of likes. We are. Let's show Martyn that we do have the power to get a lot of likes. He's making fun of us for not having as many likes as him. We've got 120 people watching. If everyone just hits the like button, we will have more likes than him. I'll be live here. It starts in about 1 minute. The stock is coming down a bit more. Friendly competition is great. Yes, it is. We'll be watching the charts as well. Let's go back and see if it started. Not started yet. This is the chart. We are down and we are accelerating to the downwards. Aftermarket is down 14%. They have missed on earnings about 16, 17%. $70 likes, thank you very much. Okay, so it should be starting any minute now. I'm going to mute the system audio so I can hear it myself. Oh, I'm sure that probably is getting picked up anyway. They haven't started yet. We are waiting any minute now. The earnings call should start.
Audio. It's coming through. Let me turn it up.
Someone says we're buying bots to boost his numbers. We are definitely not doing that. Everyone here is live and real. Waiting for SoundHound. They are officially late. The stock is coming down. We'll expect it to come back down to $6 during the call. Connor, I did not see that. No. Come on, let's get to 100 likes, says James007. Likes on the extra channel, we can catch up to the main channel. Yes. Thank you, James007. If everyone can hit the like button, just like James says. Here we go.
Message advising your hand is raised. To withdraw your question, please press star 11 again. Please be advised that today's conference is being recorded.
Can everyone let me know they can hear it nice and
I'd
clear?
like to hand the conference over to your speaker today, Scott Smith, Head of Investor Relations. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining our fourth quarter and full year 2023 conference call. With me today is our CEO, Keyvan Mohajer, and our CFO, Nitesh Sharan. We'll begin with some short remarks before moving to Q&A. We would also like to remind everyone that we'll be making forward-looking statements on this call. Actual results could differ materially from those suggested by our forward-looking statements. Please refer to our filings with the SEC for a detailed discussion of the risks and uncertainties that could affect our business, and for discussion statements that qualify as forward-looking statements. In addition, we may discuss certain non-GAAP measures. Please refer to today's press release for more detailed financial results and further details on the definition, limitations, and uses of those measures and reconciliations from GAAP to non-GAAP. Also note that the forward-looking statements on this call are based on the information available to us as of today's date. We undertake no obligation to update any forward-looking statements except as required by law. Finally, this call is being audio webcast in its entirety on our investor relations website. An audio replay will be available following today's call. With that, I would like to turn the call over to our CEO, Keyvan Mohajer. Please go ahead, Keyvan.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you to everyone for joining the call today. Once again, we broke a new quarterly record for revenue this quarter, which surpassed $17 million and was up 80% year over year. We are winning new customers and expanding with existing ones. We continue to create value for our customers, their customers, and their employees while delighting users with our technology. At the same time, we're also driving efficiency with an 80% year-over-year improvement in adjusted EBITDA. At SoundHound, we've made two important predictions for the future of AI. The first is that AI customer service will be as necessary for every business as Wi-Fi and electricity. The second is that speaking will become the primary way we interact with the devices around us. We believe voice and conversation is the most natural way to interact with technology, and fortunately for product creators, they can bring their products to life by simply adding a tiny, inexpensive microphone. These predictions are the foundation of our three-pillar
Follow
business
review when
strategy.
you'll get a chance, please.
Let me start with our first pillar, where we power products such as cars, TVs, and IoT devices. We have a mature history in Pillar 1. We went from 0 to over 20 automotive brands in just a few years. These brands represent over 25% of the automotive industry, and we've added several brands just in the last few months. We power TVs from legacy giants such as Vizio to exciting new innovators such as Telly. We are in millions of devices and process billions of queries from cars, TVs, and other forms of IoT devices. Our customers choose us because they believe our technology is the best, and we help them protect their brand, users, data, and because we partner with them to differentiate and innovate. Then something incredible happened. The introduction of large language models and generative AI created a positive disruption in our field. While the big tech companies were disoriented and have been scrambling to make their own models, which could take years, we were able to swiftly integrate multiple generative AI models within a matter of weeks. Our integration was clever. due to our years of experience and technology foundation, and that introduced our SoundHound Chat AI product with generative AI. SoundHound Chat AI can integrate with real-time domains and can go back and forth between multiple models seamlessly in a single conversation session, and is able to utilize even multiple models for a single query. For example, the driver of the car can ask for real-time weather, request sightseeing recommendations that match the weather conditions, ask follow-up questions, then request to start navigation to one of the recommended destinations by simply referring to it, such as, "Can you navigate me to the second option you recommend?" SoundHound Chat AI has seen rapid adoption. Launched in early 2023, we were one of the first companies to show how generative AI could be integrated into a voice assistant. While others are still only making broad claims to generate headlines, we've been building applications for generative AI. Thanks to our proprietary technology, which helps mitigate hallucinations and other issues that are inherent with unharnessed generative AI models, our applications are already live in production and in the hands of consumers across the world. Let me highlight a few examples of our momentum and progress with SoundHound Chat AI. Immediately after it became generally available, auto brands saw the potential to increase in-car voice AI usage and improve the user experience using our product. That's because this is not just a simple API integration, but a seamless back and forth between large language models, content domains, and the onboard features of the car, such as the navigation system. Throughout last year, we piloted our technology across a range of high-profile OEM brands. We found that by adding generative AI capabilities to in-vehicle voice assistants, the frequency with which drivers and passengers engage with it increased multifold, and the user satisfaction increased significantly. The enhanced performance of SoundHound Chat AI for automotive has created numerous opportunities, and we are proud to announce that it has become the first in-car voice assistant with generative AI capabilities in the world to go live in vehicles beyond just an experimental pilot. Last year, Stellantis started a pilot with ES Automobiles, and due to the incredible results, they announced going live in production in 18 countries. Recently, more brands such as Peugeot, Opel, and Vauxhall have announced their plans to utilize SoundHound Chat AI. Given our strong partnership with Stellantis, we expect many more brands to go live into production this year. SoundHound Chat AI is increasing the product quality and user delight, but we also expect it to lead to an increase in revenue with the higher royalty rate for customers that choose to adopt. SoundHound Chat AI is enabling automakers to add value to their drivers' experiences with new functionality. We believe we are at the very beginning of a refresh that will bring exciting new opportunities for car manufacturers, drivers, and SoundHound as we upsell these new features. In addition to SoundHound Chat AI, we also launched a new incredible product called SoundHound Vehicle Intelligence in the fourth quarter. Drawing on SoundHound Voice AI, it allows automakers to simply and easily voice-enable the car manual. This means that drivers can use voice and conversation.
The CEO is talking a bit too quickly and not clear enough. It is not my audio, it is on their end while it's a bit quiet.
Leading to a cumbersome printed document. SoundHound Vehicle Intelligence is another innovation that we expect will improve product quality and increase our revenue. We are working closely with well-known EV brands and have been gaining strong traction with luxury brands as well. For example, we won the business for a prominent US-based EV maker to voice-enable their full fleet of market-leading vehicles. In addition, we significantly extended and increased the volume of our existing committed contract with a large auto OEM until 2037. Creating value in our Pillar 1 category is not just limited to automotive. We also license our technology to smart TVs and many IoT devices. For example, we've integrated our AI voice assistant with Tele, a new disruptive smart TV provider. Another customer, Vizio, an integrated platform for cutting-edge smart TVs, is a strong opportunity with our monetization model using voice commerce such as ordering food, groceries, and supplies on the TV, which is typically the largest screen in the most social setting of every home. For IoT devices, the use cases are endless, and we are working with more companies every day to extend or go into production in multiple areas, such as with large appliance manufacturers, telcos, airplanes, robotics, printers, wearables, coffee machines, and kiosks, among many others. We are also thrilled that in Q4, we have a notable revenue contribution from a preeminent AI chip company. Although this company has been a close partner for us for a number of years, this was the first time we generated licensing revenue from the partnership, and we expect more value will be realized from this partnership in the future. Moving on to Pillar 2, where we offer AI customer services for businesses such as restaurants, home services, personal care, and professional services. As we predicted a year ago, AI customer service is now outperforming humans. User adoption is on the rise, and consumers are increasingly choosing to interact with conversational AI due to its reliability and extended capabilities. We believe disruption in the customer service industry will be one of the first major commercial applications for generative AI and large language models. It is also becoming affordable and accessible to merchants of all sizes. Businesses are beginning to see AI as a necessity, just like Wi-Fi and electricity. We now have a proven scale in Pillar 2 as well. Today, our technology is live in about 10,000 merchant locations. We are fully engaged with over 100,000 locations in our pipeline, and we have over 30 million businesses in our near-term addressable market. We are at the very beginning of what generative AI will bring to the world, and we are emerging as a market leader by offering applications with real-world use cases. There are two very clear reasons that we believe we are leading here. First, our solutions are built on proprietary technology, and we alone own the entire technology stack. Second, our solutions are fully automated and therefore easily scalable and capable of serving brands of all sizes, from the largest brand in the world to your local favorite shop on the corner. We are offering easy-to-use, easy-to-implement solutions that make a real and immediate impact. I'll share some examples across our various offerings. Our SoundHound Smart Ordering product uses voice AI to support businesses by answering all inbound phone calls, taking customer food orders, and answering numerous questions, allowing restaurants to free up their staff to focus on making food and engaging the customers in the store. Jersey Mike's, a chain with over 2,000 locations, went live in Q4 with Smart Ordering and is rolling out at a rapid pace. Targeted for an initial 50 locations, we've already reached that goal today, and we expect them to expand the partnership based on the solid results today. Whitechapel, our first drive-through offering, continues to ramp up production. We are on pace to reach our goal of 100 lanes by the end of 2024. So far, we are also seeing our order processing of under 60 seconds, which is significantly faster compared to humans. In Q4, more large restaurant chains chose to integrate our voice AI ordering solutions to help automate in-store operations, including Church's Chicken and a large hamburger chain located in the South, which have approximately 2,700 locations we can integrate our solution into. With these larger deals for our voice AI solutions, we're also seeing a number of customers look to bundle these solutions with our other offerings. For example, to deploy our new SoundHound product called Employee Assist, as restaurants look for multiple offerings to gain efficiencies in ordering and with employees. SoundHound Employee Assist is a game changer for businesses. It uses conversational voice AI to support restaurant employees like a co-pilot across a variety of tasks via their headset. For example, it can provide ingredients and allergen information to customers. It can also train employees with step-by-step instructions to ensure the product is prepared correctly without them ever having to remove their gloves, consult a manual, or distract another staff member, significantly reducing the stress on the worker. Another incredible SoundHound product, Dynamic Interaction, is our multimodal full duplex voice interface for kiosks, drive-thrus, or any device with a screen. We are working with a number of partners and customers, and our pipeline keeps growing. For example, Krispy Kreme has selected Dynamic Interaction. As you can see, our portfolio of restaurant solutions is taking shape, and major brands from convenience stores to multinational restaurant chains are taking notice. They come to us to improve their order process, experience, and accuracy of the order, while at the same time improving their bottom line. Today, we have restaurant solutions live in all 50 US states, and now we are expanding internationally. With 25 languages in our arsenal, we believe we have a massive opportunity to go beyond English-speaking countries. Next, Smart Answering is our phone answering solution that goes beyond restaurants and can be used by any company and any industry. With this product, we are empowering businesses of all types in how they respond to customers on the phone, allowing them to capture every business opportunity while also mitigating costs. Smart Answering can handle multiple calls at once 24/7, conveniently filters out spam calls, saving hours of wasted time for any business. It also provides SMS responses, captures leads with intelligent messaging that asks important follow-up questions, in addition to verbal answers around policies, hours, product, services, pricing, and more. We are already live with customers with Smart Answering, and the feedback is incredibly positive. Even the Smart Answering experience is fully automated. We can easily offer this product to smaller businesses that in the past wouldn't have access. And to massively increase our ability to scale and offer this solution with no-touch onboarding for any business, we've been piloting a self-service e-commerce approach in Q1 and seeing early adoption. Let me talk about Think3.
Is it just me, or is it very hard to follow along with the quality of the sound they're producing from a sound AI company, along with, I don't know, it's very hard for me to follow along. I'm trying, but let me know if it's just me.
As well as convenience stores to SoundHound's fast-growing customer base. Examples include Chipotle, Casey's, Applebee's, Panda Express, Papa John's, and Pie Fast. Because our voice AI is fully autonomous and does not use humans in the loop to perform, we are also able to rapidly scale our deployment without any degradation in quality. For instance, with Think3, we recently completed the rollout of voice AI ordering to 2,400 Casey's General Stores, which also is one of the largest pizza chains in the US. Jointly, we are combining nearly 2 decades of SoundHound AI innovation with decades of Think3 industry expertise and established relationships. Together, we will accelerate the deployment of leading-edge generative AI capabilities to the industry, while ensuring that our technology always works to preserve the best interests of our customers, their customers, and society more broadly. The combination makes SoundHound the preeminent global provider of voice AI for restaurants, significantly extending our market reach. Although we only closed the transaction in Q1 of this year, we are already seeing tremendous momentum with their customers and the ability to offer them additional solutions such as dynamic interaction, Smart Answering, and Employee Assist. The synergies are already taking hold, and we are moving at a rapid pace. As I mentioned earlier, we have 3 pillars: royalty from voice-enabled products, subscriptions from voice-enabled services, and the third pillar is monetization from connecting those services to those products. For example, drivers of a SoundHound-enabled car will be able to use their voice to order food by just talking to their car and can do so before arriving at the restaurant. Or they can make appointments to get a haircut, book a flight, or perform other types of transactions. We believe this will create the future of the voice commerce ecosystem, and SoundHound is in a unique position to realize this vision thanks to our strong footprint in both devices and services. With our expanded national restaurant reach, we see an acceleration of our Pillar 3 monetization strategy via transactions in millions of cars, TVs, and IoT devices. We believe this is a powerful business model which could add significant value. We would collect a fee for generating new leads for merchants and facilitating transactions. The store or restaurant benefits from a new customer being channeled in their direction, and the automakers and the device makers take a share of the economics. Most importantly, the end user will have the convenience of using their voice to get things done. We are excited to see our portfolio of customers using voice-enabled services continue to grow, which should allow us to begin to pilot this new commercial ecosystem. In closing, our revenue has grown on an average of over 50% over the last 4 years. This incredible growth during challenging times and against global market headwinds is a testament to our strong foundation, demand for our technologies, and great partnerships we've built with some of the most well-known brands in the world. Going forward, we expect to maintain this strong growth and see massive opportunities to accelerate it even further beyond this year. The SOUN AI revolution is creating tailwinds in our favor. We believe that SoundHound has a unique advantage with its own IP, 2 decades of experience building trust with global customers, a trove of data, and a track record of innovation to move fast and invent our way forward. We remain at the forefront of conversational AI, and that's why we have been working on Polaris, our multimodal, multilingual, generative AI foundation model, which will be another important tool for us as we position ourselves as one of the leading and major forces in this new era of AI. With that, I'll now turn the call over to Nitesh to talk about our financial performance, key growth drivers, and outlook for the remainder of the year.
The audio quality is on their end.
And good
it's
afternoon,
not me.
everyone.
The best way is just to turn it up and listen clearly.
80% year over year.
This is better.
We finished 2023 with accelerating momentum, and we are seeing exceptionally strong interest from enterprise businesses, most notably within the restaurant and auto sectors. In fact, demand for SoundHound solutions is so high that we now have a healthy wait list of restaurant merchants, and we're calibrating our resources to ensure we deliver for the customers. While we continue to be mindful of our pathway to profitability, delivering against this demand is paramount. The exceptional growth we realized was coupled with cost containment. We focused on cost discipline this past year and will continue to do so. For the year, adjusted EBITDA improved by over 50%, and in Q4, our results were even better, with 80% improvement. Excluding certain costs that were necessary to fuel our growth and transformation brings us close to the positive Q4 adjusted EBITDA target we laid out last quarter. For example, the near-term impact of switching to Big Four audit firm PwC mid-year while becoming a large accelerated filer and upgrading some of our internal tools contributed to the majority of these costs. We expect these expense pressures to lessen as we go forward. The underlying drivers behind the remainder of the expenses are positive indicators of our future. First, we saw some tremendous growth opportunities in the second half of the year that we chose to invest in. We saw significant demand from enterprise restaurants in particular. Second, we saw a great opportunity to inorganically accelerate our go-to-market motion and capture a sizable and meaningful restaurant customer portfolio. The acquisition of Sync3 clearly positions us as the leader in the restaurant AI space. Lastly, we accelerated investments in our administrative functions, notably around internal processes and controls, to ensure we have an even stronger foundation for the sustained long-term growth we expect to deliver. We fundamentally re-architected this company in 2023. We are more efficient, more focused, even more nimble, and aggressively driving disruption and growth across voice-enabled products and services. Accordingly, we are updating a metric we have previously shared in what we call cumulative subscription and bookings backlog, which includes our previously reported cumulative bookings backlog to also now include new subscription revenue streams that we are focused on. Cumulative bookings backlog takes into account the prior quarter end balance plus new bookings in the current quarter minus associated revenue recognized. Cumulative bookings backlog is still derived from committed customer contracts, and this definition remains the same as the previous one. Subscription backlog takes into account customers where we are the leading or exclusive provider and assumes a 4-year ramp to fully scale with a total 5-year duration. We have incorporated reasonable assumptions about adoption percentages with lower percentages applying to pilot and proof of concept customers. We believe we can outperform these assumptions given the faster rollouts we are currently experiencing and expectation to work with these partners for much longer. Similar to the previous definition, we do not include expected auto renewals for our Pillar 1 customers. This allows us to combine our Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 businesses into a single unifying metric. As we have communicated before, our cumulative bookings backlog mainly represented our Pillar 1 businesses. In Pillar 2, we have previously noted that ARR standardizes the annual subscription-like potential of these contracts, while also indicating the better stability and predictability building in our financial model. That said, two different metrics on two different timescales doesn't synthesize our full potential in an easy-to-understand manner, so we believe this updated figure is more representative of our medium-term revenue potential. Ultimately, we are addressing a greater than $100 billion rapidly growing market. So this new metric gives you a view of the tangible customer activity we have won within that larger opportunity set. In Q3, I mentioned our cumulative bookings backlog was $341 million, with automotive being the largest constituent. I also mentioned that separately, in the restaurant vertical, that at full scale out, we would have 4,500 locations signed up and roughly $25 million in ARR. When we look at the combined potential of our signed up customers at the end of 2023, across both Pillars 1 and 2, our cumulative subscriptions and bookings backlog was $661 million, up nearly
Could be worse.
100%
Look at FSO.
year-over-year on an apples-to-apples basis, thanks to growth in Pillar 1 and the incredible list of customers we have added in Pillar 2. Let me now get specific on our financial results for the fourth quarter and full year. In Q4, revenue was $17.1 million, up 80% and within our guidance for the quarter. Full year revenue of $45.9 million was also within the outlook set at the beginning of the year. Revenue growth in Q4 was predominantly driven by automotive royalties, with strong increase in units offset by slight decreases in average selling prices due to a higher volume of edge licenses that generally have a lower royalty than our cloud licenses. Note that particularly with some of our new generative AI solutions and ultimately with monetization, we think there are meaningful opportunities for unit price expansion. We also benefited in the quarter by a strong multi-year commitment of minimum guarantee volumes of our edge solution with an automotive partner and a new IP licensing opportunity with one of the preeminent AI chip makers that Keyvan referenced earlier. Over the full year 2023, we increased auto units by 68% and active cloud users by 55% versus the prior year. And over the last 4 years, we have delivered an overall compounded annual growth rate of greater than 50%. In Q4, our gross margins were 77.2%, up over 600 basis points year over year, largely resulting from the greater scale in our business. This helped drive gross margins above 75% for the full year, also up over 600 basis points year over year, as we increased our revenue sequentially every quarter and at the same time improved our cloud and data center efficiency throughout the year. R&D expenses were $12.7 million in Q4, a decrease of 41% year over year, resulting largely from our corporate restructuring actions earlier in the year. Despite the expense reduction, we continue to invest in disruptive innovation and expand our existing suite of products with solutions like Dynamic Interaction, Smart Answering, Employee Assist, Vehicle Intelligence, and SoundHound AI. Sales and marketing expenses were $4.5 million in Q4, a decrease of 34% year over year, also due to the aforementioned restructuring. We continue to invest in go-to-market and customer engagement. As mentioned earlier, we are seeing tremendous momentum and heightened customer demand, largely resulting from the investments we have been making in sales and marketing. We will continue to invest in high ROI demand generation and brand awareness to ensure we further build upon the current traction. G&A expenses were $7.6 million in Q4, an increase of 3% year over year. The increase in G&A reflects two elements, some of which was not contemplated when we guided last quarter. First, part of our spending was related to diligence, negotiation, and closing of the acquisition of Sync3. Second, we accelerated investment in financial and non-financial processes and internal controls to support requirements under SOX 404(b) as we became a large accelerated filer. In total, these additional expenses, as compared to prior Q4, amounted to over $3 million and were the primary factors not fully encompassed in our previously provided adjusted EBITDA outlook. Across all operating expenses, non-cash employee stock compensation was $6.5 million in Q4. As a result, our operating loss for Q4 was $12.4 million, which reflects an improvement of 57% year over year. Likewise, for the full year, we saw improvements in our operating loss as we successfully grew the business while maintaining cost discipline. OI&E was $4 million of net expense for the quarter, and net loss was $18 million in Q4, an improvement of 42% year-over-year. This led to a net loss per share in Q4 of $0.07 compared to $0.15 in the previous year, an improvement of 53%. Adjusted EBITDA, which excludes non-cash charges of stock compensation, acquisition costs, restructuring and depreciation and amortization, was a loss of $3.7 million in Q4 2023, which was an 80% year-over-year improvement and a sizable dollar reduction, down from an $18.8 million loss in Q4 2022. Net cash used in operating activities for the entire year ended 2023 was about $68 million, improving roughly 27% year-over-year. Our cash position at year-end was approximately $109 million, of which $95 million was in cash and equivalents. Given additional actions we have taken in early 2024, our current total cash balance is in excess of $200 million. Our capital position is unequivocally a source of strength and gives us the security and optionality we need to drive the business forward. With that, let me discuss our outlook for 2024. We are committed to continuing to fuel strong growth with cost discipline and returns focus. We expect to expand with our existing automotive partners and add Pillar 1 customers. We expect our Pillar 2 businesses to grow meaningfully and increase from less than 10% of our total revenue in 2023 to more than 20% in 2024. We see the overall top line growing to within a range of $63 to $77 million, with $70 million as the midpoint target. As we look further ahead to 2025, we believe we will cross $100 million in revenue and deliver adjusted EBITDA profitability. Our gross margins have been in the range of 70% to 80%, providing a strong indicator of our software business profile. Since we just completed the acquisition of Sync3, while we work on migrating their cloud and AI infrastructure to our own, we expect to have a temporary decrease in gross margins due to some of these duplicative expenses. In addition, while the majority of Sync3's revenue is AI-driven, they also have a legacy call center operation, which their team has been gradually upgrading with AI. We expect to further accelerate this migration, which will ultimately calibrate their gross margins to ours over time. As a result, we expect the combined company will show a one-time gross margin decrease in the early part of 2024, with steady improvement towards our historical levels as we get to the latter half of 2024 and beyond. Overall, though, we see this acquisition as roughly EBITDA neutral over 2024 and accretive beyond. Lastly, let me comment on expected revenue seasonality for the year. Our mix of business will shift through the year, as I described, to a greater mix of Pillar 2. But we will start the year more automotive-heavy, just as we ended 2023. As such, we remain affected by the seasonality in the automotive sector, which tends to be higher in Q4 and lower in Q1. Again, in 2024, we see our quarterly revenue building through the year and back-end weighted. We believe we can grow our business roughly 50% year-on-year each quarter. Let me close by re-articulating our excitement about what lies ahead. Generative AI and large language models have created a generational technological shift. The old way is out. Customers are increasingly realizing they need partners like SoundHound to help pave the way forward. We are balancing the massive long-term opportunity with the inherent near-term volatility to navigate towards our goals. And we are bringing conversational voice AI to consumers everywhere so they can seamlessly access the information and services they covet through the products and devices they most interact with. Thank you. We will now move to Q&A.
Do stick around. We will be looking at the chart afterwards as well.
To ask a question, please press star 11 on your telephone and wait for your name to be announced. To withdraw your question, please press star 11 again. Please stand by while we compile the Q&A roster. Our first question comes from Dan Ives with Wedbush. Your line's now open.
Yeah, thanks. Good quarter. Can you talk about, do you expect more strategic partnerships from a distribution perspective to happen over the next 6-9 months? Like, is that going to be a big focus from a go-to-market?
Hi, Dan. Yeah, that's definitely in the second, in our pillar 2, we see that as a big contributor. We have partnerships with, for example, Olo and Toast and Oracle and Square as channel partners, and they help us reach a larger number of merchants. And in pillar 1, we also, our customers are generally very large. For example, we just signed an extended deal until 2037 with one of the largest automakers. That's a lot of commitment for a very long time, so it shows a lot of trust.
Okay, and then can you just talk about how the conversation with customers is changing? I mean, it seems like the vision's been there, but now you're starting to actually see the traction. How does it feel like it's more strategic in terms of the conversations you're having, whether it's on restaurants, autos? Maybe you could just compare conversations today to even 6 months ago.
It's totally different, Dan. The demand is going through the roof, and we actually we are dealing with more demand than ever before. We have, for example, very large customers like multinational chains with tens of thousands of locations. We actually have to put them on hold to deal with someone who's a little bit bigger. So it's a temporary problem that we're dealing with, but it's in a really good position to be in. So customers are not coming to us, whereas maybe 12 months ago, even 9 months ago, we were actually going after them, knocking on their door. They are now knocking on our door.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from Gil Luria with D.A. Davidson. Your line's now open.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I have one product question, one financial question. The product question, the chip company, what's the nature of that revenue? Are they incorporating your technology in a chip, and then when they sell it into devices, you're getting a license revenue, or is it a different type of arrangement? And how does that scale once it's in once the chip makers incorporated the technology?
Yeah, this actually was not a channel partnership. It was a direct revenue, so the company paid us for our IP, and we've known this company for a number of years. They're a close friend, close partner, and this was the first time we generated revenue from the relationship, so we are incredibly excited about it, and we expect more positive things to come out of it in the future, but that's as much as we can share today.
Got it. So then maybe another product question. You mentioned a large or a high-profile EV maker in the U.S. Does that mean that you can now send the technology in over-the-air updates? Because part of your gating factor so far has been incorporating into new cars only as they ship. But I think the EV makers based in the U.S., at least the 3 that I'm thinking about, allow for over-the-air updates. They already have a microphone built in. So does this type of deal make it possible for you to deploy your software a little more quickly and to a bigger set of automobiles as opposed to only the ones that get shipped?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for our clouds, we could replace an existing solution, or sometimes they don't have a solution. So we could actually go to legacy cars and power them too. In this particular case, it would be for new cars and older cars that have already been sold.
Yeah, and then maybe one thing to add, Gil, I think, a part of your question is about pace of scale. The other thing we're super excited about, as Keyvan mentioned, the prepared remarks, was around generative AI opportunities that we're already adding with existing customers. So it's sort of a build on top, and it really unlocks so many different use cases for us, and there's tremendous demand. So I think the opportunity of scaling faster and doing more per unit, revenue per unit, is a big opportunity for us.
Got it. So then on the new metric, on the new backlog metric, I want to make sure I understand the duration. So it sounds like on the subscription side, you define the duration as the 5-year duration. What's the duration on the booking side, on the other side, that on Pillar? It used to be, I believe, 6 years. Is it still the 6 years, or are you now harmonizing it as also a 5-year duration?
No, great question. The current one is basically because they're committed contracts over the duration, so it's not like we're harmonizing. We're actually based on whatever's in a contract. So in Q4, we actually had some deals that extended it. So I'd say the average of that, I think when you take the weighted average of the full portfolio, it's still about that 6.5. But the actual device side, the product side, did extend because we got some deals that extended the duration of the device. So the Pillar One product. So the way, like you said, we on the subscription side made it 5 to standardize, but on just like we used to do with cumulative bookings backlog, we just tie to whatever the contract length is. Hope that makes sense.
It does. Thank you.
Thanks, Gil.
Thank you. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from Scott Buck with H.C. Wainwright & Co. Your line's now open.
Hi, good afternoon, guys. Thanks for taking my questions. First, I was hoping I could get a little more color on your visibility into 25 and maybe why you're comfortable putting out a target today.
Yeah, I think it's a couple of different things. One is, we're building and we're making choices to sort of build a multi-year roadmap, and we're not playing short-term, quarter to quarter, or even 2 quarters. So I think with the pipeline we're building, with the customers we're working with the investment we're making to try to scale, we're getting increasing confidence beyond just this year. And we thought it made sense. Frankly, through last year into this year, we're sort of giving mile markers only up until the 1-year mark. And so I think with the bookings backlog type metric that we were talking about, there's a lot of good visibility. And frankly, it's sort of like where we're sitting today in February, early in the year, and we know there's just a lot more pipeline and traction that we're gaining. So we felt confident enough to sort of give an early read of 2025, which we'll obviously calibrate as we go forward. But I think it's really a sentiment of confidence and commitment we're seeing from our customers.
That's helpful. Now, does that include any additional M&A or any potential deal you would do in the future would be on top of those figures?
Yeah, it doesn't require it. I mean, I will say we're super excited about the Sync3 acquisition and what it can bring. So from that vantage point, it is the 1 + 1 equals a lot more than 2 opportunity we have with them. And then in terms of future opportunities, we'll continue to look. We think it's a very dynamic market with a lot of potential opportunities organically and then even possibly inorganically. So we certainly have nothing on the horizon to talk about there, but the numbers we laid out do not require it. If something structurally changed there, it also obviously, as you know very well, depends on the flavor and the size and the type of M&A that possibly could be out there. So if something we do changes that architecture, that ramp, we'll let you know.
Sure, that's great. And then on Sync3, I'm curious if you could give us something in terms of dollar terms, maybe what the upselling, cross-selling, revenue synergy opportunity is there, or even as, maybe a percentage of their legacy revenue.
Yeah, I think, let me try to think of the best way to unpack it. I mean, first of all, they bring this great portfolio of customers. We articulated, so the likes of Chipotle, Papa John's, Applebee's, Firehouse Subs, Five. There's just this, just this amazing are some customers that were early days of having some of those conversations. We certainly had a thesis when we acquired them as to what the possibilities could be. And I'll just tell you, early days are even more exciting of what we can do together. To your point, cross-selling our solutions, bringing together the different voice solutions, upselling some of the employee assist capabilities, smart answering. There's so many conversations going on. So I'm going to a little bit punt to later to give you better tangible visibility. But the roadmap we've laid out, we believe Sync3 will be a big contributor on that. The impact I mentioned of margins and particularly as they've been evolving the sort of call center business to AI, that is an evolution we'll work to together. There is definitely, as you know, anytime when the two companies come together, there's a lot of work to integrate, and we're in the middle of that. But long term, I mean, I just want to clarify again, we're talking, a restaurant space that for us is billions and billions of dollars of annual revenue opportunity, and we're just scratching at the surface of it. And together, I think we can go faster in capturing a greater and greater share. We also think when we look out at the competitive landscape, it's mostly greenfield. We don't think people out there have comparable tech, not certainly in what we're seeing in terms of fully automated solutions. And most importantly, the restaurant demand is just, it's exactly what they need. They have labor shortage, they have cost pressures, and they need consistency of service. And this is a solution that fits very well. So in terms of the organic opportunity is a tremendous. With Sync 3, we're very excited about the synergies and the upside. And then the revenue outlook, and even maybe to your first question, us coming together gives us confidence to give you put a flag in the ground on what we think early signs of 2025 are. But I would just tell you, we wouldn't put that out there if we didn't think we could do that and even more.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the added color, guys. Congrats again on the quarter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from Glenn Mattson with Ladenburg Thalmann. Your line's now open.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking the question. So I just wanted to talk a little more about the comment that was made that perhaps some customers on the restaurant side have been put on hold for a little bit in terms of because demand is kind of just overflowing your ability to kind of fill it right now. So I'm curious if that means that there's going to be more hiring involved, or maybe it's just more of a learning process as you've kind of scaled up from more smaller mom and pops to national chains and whatnot. And perhaps there's a learning curve for both sides of the equation whereby the process of implementing the software will get faster over time or that kind of thing. Maybe you could just give some color on your thoughts there.
I'll start, sorry, and then Kayvon can add on top. First of all, say, we're constantly learning. This is a new market. We're disrupting. We're growing. We're improving every day. I think we're learning a lot, frankly, also with the acquisition. One of the things Sync 3 has been really good at is scaling very quickly, and I think we can come together and drive improvement. Coupled, with sort of one of the beauties of our solutions, getting software, it can really scale very quickly once you kind of get the integration with point of sale systems, get menu ingestion, some of those things done right. And the quicker, every time we add a new customer, it really expands the market of other customers we can go to that we could really rapidly accelerate. So there's a lot of positive sort of build effect here that we can build and that we can continue forward with. On the investment side, we definitely want to go after the growth. When the demand is there, we don't want to say no to any customer. We want to be thoughtful of the roadmap. So we will absolutely look at our hiring and make sure that that we're calibrating it. And I wanted to jump in before Kayvon just to put my point of view. Like, it's always going to be cost discipline focused and so forth, and we'll be very judicious. But I think that we know the opportunity there. We're not gonna shortchange it by any stretch of the imagination. So we're certainly going to invest to make sure we're capitalizing on it.
Please do hit the like button, everyone. Please do hit the like button. Thanks, James.
All that, and I would just add that the hold that I mentioned, we are talking about days and weeks, not really months or anything beyond that.
Great. Thanks for that color. And then last for me, just on the model side, I think, Nitesh, you said that, historically been 70-80% gross margin. And I guess theoretically, if you get to that kind of north of 100 million 2025 revenue target that you put out today, a lot of the growth will be on the restaurant side or the SaaS side, which theoretically would be, I think, higher margin than the auto. So would you have us model towards the higher end of that range for 2025?
I won't guide gross margin for 2025. I'll leave the guidance as I laid it out, but I will give you some color commentary to dimensionalize it. So, absolutely long term, we are, a software business, and so the margin profile should certainly be well north of 70, and we think the EBIT margin should be, 30% plus, and that's at scale, fully penetrated, I'd say, multiple years down the road. We want to make sure we're investing in the near term, and then I would also say to your specific question on gross margin, I don't think it's as clean as Pillar 2 versus Pillar 1, because it kind of depends. Even within Pillar 1, some of our edge solutions are very high margins. So it kind of depends on the mix across both. But I do think, yeah, we'll be marching back to the 70% range. And then part of it will also be, this is going to be new where we bring on the call center business, which, we'll continue to, I think we look at Pillar 2 and the restaurants as sort of the first gate on major disruption across customer service. I think we said in the prepared remarks, generative AI in particular, one of the major disruptive areas is customer service with very natural conversations to enable consumers to just seamlessly access information and services that they want. So with that, and the reason I mentioned that is we believe that we can scale that really quickly, and we can leverage the call center capability to get the data and the actual production live customer interactions that will help improve our model. So there's going to be a bit of a journey to extend beyond restaurants into different verticals, and finding that right mix between maybe there is an advantage because the customer really demands a little call center support, as if you go from we can do the base 80% of the answering and maybe some part isn't. Those are things as we grow into Pillar 2 we'll calibrate on. So that's why I can't give you a precise answer right now. I will tell you, though, yes, long term, we absolutely should be growing back in the 70% range, but we need to keep going through the work and kind of get closer to that finish line to give you an exact on what 2025 will be.
Right. Thanks. Yeah, I know a lot of moving parts. I understand. Thanks, and congrats on the quarter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. As a reminder, to ask a question, please press star 11 on your telephone. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from Mike Lattimore with Northland Capital Markets. Your line's now open.
Great. Yeah, thanks. Congrats on an excellent year here.
Hey, Mike. Thanks.
Yep. So last quarter, you highlighted a lot of restaurant wins like White Castle, Jersey Mike's, Krispy Kreme. What percent of those opportunities do you think you might get deployed by year end, and sort of what are the keys to getting there, whether it's internal work or leveraging third parties?
Yeah, there depends on the customer. So, drive-through is a little different than phone ordering. We've publicly last year made joint announcement with White Castle about our opportunity to scale into 100 locations this year, and we're on the pace. And that has some requirements of the drive-through setup on the hardware side, and so that's a bit of the gating pacing. They're a company that has full corporate ownership, so that's a little bit easier to fully deploy. Get into another type of customer that has franchisees. Again, that one of the gating points. Jersey Mike's is an opportunity with phone ordering. They have, I think, over 2,000 locations at scale, and kind of went out of the gate with 50 locations that we're pushing through. And so this can move really rapidly. So I guess not to dance your question too much, but it kind of depends on the shape and flavor of the customer. And we are getting faster every week that goes by. We're learning, and we're pacing it faster and faster. So we're hopeful that, and this is kind of why maybe one dimensionality of the answer would be the assumptions we used in the subscriptions estimate that we gave, sort of 5-year, which we believe conservatively will ramp over 4 years, and we use the 5-year duration. So, I mean, if you want to use the 4-year that I conveyed as the measure, I think that's conservative. Again, we're going faster than that, but that's maybe to not set too high expectations too early. That's probably a safe place to think.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And on Sync 3, I think they had something like 10,000 locations, I believe. Do you feel like you could apply your tech to all those locations, or is there a percent that's already kind of happy with what they have with it?
Yeah, I mean, the solution is already great, and but there's an upgrade opportunity by combining what they have with what we have, and then there's upsell opportunities by offering things like smart answering and employee assist to existing customers, and we are pursuing both of those.
And I also add, Mike, there's also an efficiency opportunity for us as we sort of migrate their back-end systems, the cloud systems, as we migrate to our technology. So it's also sort of back-end, not only just our front end, and that's a cost opportunity for us.
Yeah. And I guess just a basic financial question: what do you think Sync 3 contributes in 24, and what is current share count?
So in 24, we, it kind of depends on the synergies and so forth, but they have a good book of business that we're growing. The reason we're hedging a bit is some of it is the AI and call center that we're going to migrate the call center to AI. We're going to upgrade. So there's a few choices through the integration. Again, we're still pretty early in the integration process, but, we're excited about the fleet of partners that they have, and really mostly about the synergies that we think we could build. But it's all contemplated in our guidance, and we think together we can accelerate even faster than we could have alone. Share count, I think it's probably big 270-ish. I don't have the number right in front of me on the Class A side is probably where we are. We have, I think I mentioned the prepared remarks, some capital raising that we've done this year to get the balance sheet over $200 million of cash. So that is about where we are.
Mm-hmm. All right. Great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. One moment for our next question. Our next question comes from Brett Knoblauch with Cantor Fitzgerald. Your line is now open.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my question. It was nice that you kind of gave us some info on, I guess, the year-over-year growth in auto units. I was wondering if you could maybe give us some type of indication for how many units or devices your technology is currently embedded in, and if that's something you could foresee giving us on a more frequent basis going forward.
Yeah, we are in the millions. We are considered disclosing the exact number. One challenge is that some of our customers don't give us unique device IDs, so then it makes it more difficult to accurately measure. So it might all look like one device, but it might be a million devices. There are ways to interpolate that, but definitely we are in the millions of cars and TVs and IoT devices.
The other measure we do give, and we put it in the press release, but it's the queries, which is another sort of an indicator of usage and activity, and that has been growing. It's been growing. We've been giving that number for a couple of years now, and crossing 3.5 billion sort of run rate is an indication of the breadth and also just the usage curve increases that we're excited about.
Got it. And then on maybe the restaurant business, I guess, any updates to how many units you guys are currently deployed in, and what you're targeting for end of this year? I think White Castle, you're expecting to be in over 100 by the end of the year, but maybe more broadly speaking, given you kind of expect Pillar 2 to be north of 20% of the business this year.
Yeah, I'll break apart. We do with Sync 3 now have thousands and thousands, right? They brought a big arsenal of restaurants of the likes of customer names I gave a little earlier, and then we're always growing and have these massive deals that are currently we're working on that it's tens of thousands of potential opportunities. So I think the best way, and I will say the pricing can range. If you're kind of in the phone ordering, you could be in the hundreds of dollars per location. If you're in drive-through more, it could be north of thousands. So kind of really, in our more advanced state, could be well beyond that. So of tech. So units and location are going to kind of be driven by the integration pace. We believe we are unpacking and addressing a market that has hundreds of thousands of locations. So what we have today is a small fraction, and I'd say in the U.S. alone, it's 1 million food establishments. So and globally, multiples of that. So we are going to grow from the 10,000 range by the end of the year quite meaningfully, and then hopefully we'll be soon talking about hundreds of thousands that we're in, and the revenue numbers will follow.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you. Showing no further questions at this time, this concludes today's conference call. Thank you for participating. You may now disconnect.
And that is the SoundHound AI earnings finished. Let me turn that off. Bring the chart up. What an earnings call. It is obviously down. I said I was going to do a little bit of charting. I don't normally trade a small time frame, but I thought it'd be a bit of fun just seeing different patterns and how you can apply it to longer term trades. But yeah, missed on earnings, a lot of potential new business coming up. It seems like they're heading in the right direction. The stock, can it still be overvalued? Maybe short term, because obviously we have done incredible gains in a very short amount of time. So it might be overvalued with the RSI, for example, which is overbought currently. If we can bring the RSI back, I'm not sure where that went. And now we have two. The RSI is obviously overbought. This could continue. It could have a couple of days where it goes down. What we were observing there is sort of a pennant as well as sort of a parallel channel. It isn't heading back up, so I do expect it to come back down to maybe the $6 mark, and if it doesn't hold that, then it will come back to this buy zone between $4 and $5. That might be a great place to pick up some more shares, and that really would be good long term, because it will still have a higher low, which traditionally is just the uptrend is intact. So what we're looking for is maybe coming back down to around that $5 mark, $4 to $5, anywhere there. Ideally $4.50 to $5. That would be a great place to come back down, put the limit orders in place. That would be a great place to buy the stock again if you do like the stock, if you do believe in its fundamentals. It is only down 15%. It is accelerating a little bit more to downside now that it's finished. We are breaking down, so I do expect it to be coming back down to $6 at least. The $6 maybe tonight, and then we'll see where it goes. If you think about it, it's still fairly flat on the day. It's actually up 2%. So it was up 17% during the market hours today, and now it's only down 15% after market. So you haven't lost much, and the charts aren't looking that bad. If we sort of zoom out, go on the daily, my next real target is $8.72 on the upside, and then obviously the $4 to $5 if we do want to come down. Well, there's not too much more to say. We already did a chart analysis, a more in-depth one on the main channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's see if there's any questions. And if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. I want to see if we can hit 100 likes, just like James said. Reading through some of these comments during the call. Bear pennant forming. Thank you, Divergent Trades. That's what we were looking at, and also Eric B with a lot of information coming through. Thank you for that. James 007, thank you for being here and your kind comments. MJ said green tomorrow morning. Is that what we think? What do we think? Can we type in the chat what everyone thinks? If it's green, just type in green, red. Is it going to be a green or red day for SoundHound AI tomorrow? Give me your thoughts, please, and just type in green or red on the chat. Should we sell now, says someone. That is up to you. I cannot give you financial advice. If you've made 200-300% in a few days, that's more than you'll make in years of the S&P. So maybe take some profits off the table and then put in some limit orders around $4.50. But again, you don't want to miss out on the stock going up another 200, 300, 400%. So it's really up to you. It depends how much risk you're happy to take on. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. And let me know if you think it's going to be a green or red day in the comments. Eric B says, they know people don't have the patience and self-control. Why not shake him off and buy in cheaper? Yeah, the market is manipulated. You are correct. Divergent Trade says, only realized lost if you sell, Eric. My ADV, my average is 192, but I've been buying since December of 2022. Yeah, so you're in a much better position. You'd have to sell, you'd have to buy. It's probably not ever coming back down there unless something really bad happens. Yeah, so we were looking at the stock not too far. It's a shame that you bought it today, Eric. Carbon Sound, fill that green candle. Yeah, so it looks like we're coming down now. on the chart. I expect it to come down to $6. That's why I drew that arrow in just there. And this triangle is also breaking down. If there's any, do please let me know if there's any more questions. I'm happy to answer them now. How many people are watching? 59 watching, 86 likes. Thank you very much. Let's double check that. And 91 likes. Thank you very much. I might stay live until we hit 100 likes. That would be brilliant. If we can do that, that would make my day. Okay, let's just see if there's... We did look at FSR as well. That's what Martyn's currently... let's see what... Let's just tune into Martyn for a second.
So rid of that in a minute. Not sure why that's over there. Anyway, never mind. Doesn't matter. So it's very difficult to choose the winner right now. And should we invest in Fisker? There's one thing I've learned that is clearly apparent here. The stock has been oversold. One thing that always happens is we overbuy and we oversell. Overreaction. This presents.
So that is for obviously Fisker, which is not doing very well. It's down 35%. So SoundHound AI is obviously holding up much better. I think SoundHound is probably a better buy than Fisker. AI narrative is definitely a big one, and what the company's doing is quite good. Apart from the sound issues at the beginning, not on my end, but it was the way he was speaking too fast. He wasn't speaking clearly, and also the sound quality wasn't brilliant the way it was coming out, which was quite ironic. Which we were joking about in the chat as well. It's coming down now. Look at it. It is coming down now. Yeah, this is what we thought. When are they going to be profitable? I don't recall. If someone can answer that question, that'd be good. Appreciate you, Sensitive. Thank you, Divergent Trades. What is going on with SoundHound? It missed on earnings. Earnings call seemed pretty cool, calm, and collected. And now we are down 16%. I do expect it to come down to $6, and maybe even coming down to $4.50 would be quite healthy for the stock to continue its move up. So we'll see what happens. It's basically still flat on the day, so it's really nothing to be worried about. If the drop in price hurt your wallet, don't forget you have a heart and hit the like button. Eric B, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely correct. If you haven't hit the like button yet, please do. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We are on 91 likes at the moment. 93, 7 more likes. Yeah, the price is coming down. We look at it in a sort of a 15-minute time frame. You can see it's just been going sideways, ready for its next move, and the continuation move would be down. So we'll see if we break $6. We break sort of $6, and we break the lows, $5.86, and then most definitely we're going down to $5. But we'll keep an eye on it now. Any more questions, anyone? Let's see if there's any others while I wait to see if there's any questions about SoundHound. Going to see. Eric B, heading for way oversold. What are you looking at? The 5 minute is not oversold, it's just in the bearish control zone. 15 minutes not oversold. 4 hours definitely not oversold. Maybe the half. No. Which time frame are you looking at and looking at oversold? It's not oversold in my opinion yet. But it could be heading for way oversold if it comes down to $5, yes. Not sure why it's not showing after hours trading. Bring up. It's not working today. Anything else interesting after hours? Continuing to go down. We're looking for $6 now. Oh, heading for, sorry, Eric B. Yep. Yeah, I realized in the end what you meant. Just checking on the cryptos as well. Seems Bitcoin's taking a little move to the downside. Nothing too significant. Let's go back to SoundHound. I want to just see if we're probably coming to the end of the, seeing if there's any more comments and if we can get to 100 likes. Here we go. It's coming down now. Really, really accelerating now, just like we thought. $96 likes. We're so close to 100. Thank you all very much. I might do, here we go, we're coming down to $6. I'm going to do a quick video, see if Martyn would want to post it later about the earnings, if you just bear with me. If any questions come in, I can answer them, but I'm just going to do a quick video to put out as a video. And what time is it? 1:37. Brilliant. Thank you, Martyn. What an interesting earnings call that was. We listened in. You can watch the whole thing. There'll be a link for that. But we're watching the price throughout. Obviously, it had its it missed on earnings. The stock price came down quite quickly, about 20%, recovered a little bit, and then during the live broadcast of the earnings call, we were drawing a few trades. The first thing that came to light was this parallel channel over here. Thank you for subscribing. And then we started looking at this pennant as well, and it looks like we're coming down. When we hit this high here, we drew this arrow in during the live, saying that it's probably kind of going to come down to $6. It is nearly at that level now. I do expect it to come down to that sort of $6 level before trading resumes tomorrow. But yes, my opinions about this stock on the more of a long term, not looking at the 5 minute, if we start looking at this 4 hour time frame, we are still pretty flat on the day. It was up 17% this morning, and after hours it's down 16%. So no real loss today. It's back to where we started. And if we sort of look at I did another chart analysis where we were looking at the targets of $5, then $8.72. We did get very close to $8.72. But what I was just explaining to the live viewers now was it'll be quite healthy if this stock does come back down to between $4 and $5, put in a higher low, get that base, come back and test this area that used to be resistance as support, and then start going back that up towards the $8 mark. So I would like to see it come between $4 and $5. $4.70 I think is a great place for it to come down. Get this area, turn it into support, and then head up to the $8.72. That can happen. Again, anything can happen. I'm not here to give financial advice. If I wasn't in the stock, I'd be waiting for levels like that. If I was in the stock, I would be happy taking profits right now. It's taken 300% up, so taking profits and putting limit orders at different levels, and always having enough money to buy in at sort of $2.40. If something does happen, it would be a great shame not having any cash on hand to buy at $2.40 where that gap is in the chart. However, for now, it's looking good. Earnings they missed, but looking in the future, they're saying that they have a lot of customers. They no longer have to go out and reach out. All the customers are coming to them. AI, what a great narrative. So the charts coming down to $4.50, no problem at all. Next target is $8.72 for SoundHound AI. If you want to watch the full earnings call, then Martyn will give you the link now. But I'll hand it back to you now, Martyn. Thank you very much. So that was just a video that is going to come out later. I'll clip it, but I wanted to share that with you live as well, just to give you my thoughts on the general direction of SoundHound AI as well. Let's see, go back to the smaller time frame and see if we've come down to that $6 yet. No, we haven't. It started to come down. C3 AI did excellent today, did it? Oh, what was it? What's the ticker for it there? AI, there it is. Oh, it's .aim. Yeah, 20. That's what probably took it up. 24% up today. Wow. I remember we were looking at the stock when it was really low. Must have been under 20. I don't remember. Martyn actually owns some of this stock as well. Yeah, that definitely took SoundHound up with it. AI is a narrative. If AI goes off, then who cares what the company is? That the SoundHound AI will go up as well. Obviously, they have a good product, but because AI is such a narrative, it's the same as crypto. Like, who knows what some of the coins are, but if the narrative's there, they're going up as well with it. If the narrative's meme coins, all the meme coins are going up. If the narrative's AI, the AI coins are going up. It's the narrative's there, and AI is a narrative, and SoundHound AI. That's what I mean by that statement. Let's see if there's any more comments from you guys. Please do hit the like button. I'm trying to get to 100 likes before we end the stream. How do you see it after hours on TradingView? If you go on to TradingView, to see the who asked? What was it? Who did ask that? Brandon. So Brandon, firstly, you have to go to a small time frame. You can't go on the daily because there's no. What's the point of seeing after hours on the daily? It doesn't make sense. You go to sort of the 4 hour. Just go for example, just go for the 1 hour time frame. You go down here. You see this button here. You press that. Settings. Symbol, and then session. Session. You type in not regular trading hours, extended trading hours. You can also press the search function up there as well. Two more likes, please, says Eric. Yes, please. CF, thank you, Divergent Trades. Yes, they did do very well today. AK Toady, I think it's going to be okay. It's stability out. Yes, I think it's going to be okay. Even if it goes down 20-30% more, it's still looking good. Let me see exactly what percentage. I don't mind seeing it go down. Yeah, 25% is still good if it goes down 25%, and just putting a new bottom and another buying opportunity. No, it's not going to reach the $6 mark. I mean, it's a big statement for you to say. It's like only less than 3-4% away. Could you be so kind to press the like button? 100 likes would be awesome. Yes, it would be. We're so close to 100 likes. Yes, you rock, and you know who you are. Perfect. Thank you. No worries, Brandon. Sensei, real quick, what are your thoughts on? I don't know about I actually haven't heard of it before. Let me see if I can. I haven't heard of it, unfortunately. I'm just looking at the chart now. Wow. Oh, nice. Just looking at the chart, it's looking good. Like, I would buy it just based on the chart, to be honest. Not because it's like the best looking chart. It's put in higher lows, and also it's really undervalued, and Bitcoin's gone up so much that this money's going to flow somewhere. So just based on that, it's looking good. If this is the right one, VAIOT, to have the higher lows, the all-time highs around $3.50. That's more than a 10x. That's what I want to see right now for my altcoin picks. The all-time highs being over 10x away, preferably 20x, which this is. And if it's got a good AI narrative and it's trying to solve a problem, then yeah, it ticks all the boxes, and it hasn't pumped that much as well. So looking good. If I could just buy it on somewhere, what exchanges is it on? KuCoin. So yeah, fairly easy to buy. I haven't looked into the company behind it or anything, but just from the chart perspective, it looks good. Let's see if we got our 100 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. I'm trying to get to 100 likes. How many have we got? 100 likes. There it is. Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. I will be. Let's see. Refresh, Eric. Yes, we did it. Thank you, Eric B. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Only 33 people left now. The earnings have come to a close. Let's have a quick look of SoundHound before. And that is what we're covering today. Look at it on the week. SoundHound up 89%. Obviously, that's come down a bit now. Yeah, I'd see it coming down to 607, then around $6. So on that note, thank you all for tuning in. Let me give you the link to the main channel where Martyn is currently live, and then we can all go back there and talk in the chat there. That was the SoundHound AI earnings. Thank you all for tuning in. I look forward to doing it again soon. Watch me on Sunday on the main channel, 10 p.m. UK time. But until next time, take care of your money, your crypto. Oh, stay live, stay live. Martyn said stay live. Oh, Martyn said stay live. We're staying live.
Right now.
Let's just see what Martyn's doing. We're not finishing
and
yet.
support the extra channel. That we can use that to support this cause as well. The extra channel. So here we go. I'm going to send everybody to that.
Everyone's coming in.
Please jump on in. It'll automatically go there. So let me do that for you now. Customize this stream. Send you to Sensei. Pop on in. He's live right now. There you go. Let me give everyone the link to
Let's just listen in for a second. If everyone comes in, we can do that FSR chart.
Say hello. That way we can build the channel and we can get more say. I'm going to leave you all now. Good luck. This video will go out later, and I'll send you all now to Sensei. Please do just go there. I've given you the link. It'll automatically go there. Say hello, and let's get a movement going. I'm happy to do anything I can to support and help you all. See you back in the morning for the opening show. We're going to go early. We've got what is it tomorrow morning? We've got some earnings tomorrow morning. I forget what it is. But I'll be there in the morning nice and early. All right, I'll send everybody to Sensei. Go in there, support him, and let's get a movement going on. All right, until next time, as always, take care of your money, yourselves, your crypto, and each other. Here we go. Oh, Sensei is going to do the FSR chart. There you go. Sensei will do the FSR chart. Right, there he goes. He's going to give you the full chart analysis. I've done the fundamentals. He's going to give you the full chart. So let me send everyone there to him for the Fisker chart. See you in the morning. Go and get the chart and ask Sensei as many questions as you like. He'll stay on live with you. All right, guys? Cheers. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye for now.
That was Martyn sending everyone towards me. Amazing. So what we're going to do is wait for everyone to come in. I was literally seconds away from closing it off. We got our 100 likes. So now we have a new target of 125 likes. But I'll wait for everyone to come in, and then we're going to do the FSR chart. We have just spent about an hour and a half doing the SoundHound chart. So it's only right we spend about 10 minutes doing the FSR chart. So let's wait for everyone to come in. I'm just going to monitor that and see how many people we have. In the comments, if anyone can let me know if they've just come over for Martyn's earnings, just let me know. Everyone is coming in now. Thank you, Sensei, for the live stream. It's much appreciated. No worries, James. Thank you for always being here. Uni to the moon says Eric B. We are going to be looking at the FSR chart in just a second, just waiting for everyone to come in and join us for that. Uniswap is up 2% today. It's probably been performing. Everyone is coming in now. Thank you, Sensei, for the live stream. It's much appreciated. No worries, James. Thank you for always being here. Moon says, I have no idea. We are going to be looking at the FSR chart in just a second, just waiting for everyone to come in and join us for that. Uniswap is up 2% today. It's probably been performing. 1 second, just need to fix something. Everyone is coming in now. Thank you, Sensei, for the live stream. It's much appreciated. No worries, James. Thank you for always being here. Moon says, I have no idea. We are going to be looking at the. I've realised what it was. It was because I got sent here from Martyn Lucas. That means everyone should be coming in now. We're just looking at Uniswap for Eric B. But thank you everyone for coming in. We're going to look at the FSR chart. We have been covering SoundHound AI, which was the other the other earnings that we're doing at the same time. We're doing the chart throughout that, so I think everyone's fed up of the chart of SoundHound AI. We've been speaking about it for a while, looking at it come down to $6. It's really unchanged on the day. It's up 17% before, after hours, and now it's down 16%. So it's unchanged on the day. Missed the earnings, and now we've already discussed the chart. I've made a video as well, so hopefully we can get that out. Let me just see if the viewers are heading back up because we're about to end the show. But here we go, 85. Everyone's in. Hit the like button, which we're aiming for over 120 now. And now we're going to look at the FSR chart. But if anyone's joined, what we were doing was the SoundHound AI. I was doing the FSR, I was doing SoundHound, trying to cater to everyone. With SoundHound, what we saw, let me just make sure we've got it. It's initial drop because they missed on earnings. Then throughout the earnings call, we were trading it a little bit along with a few people in the chat. A parallel channel started to form, then the pennant started to form. Over here, we were saying it's going to come down to $6. And I was just explaining in the video that will come out tomorrow, I assume, is if it comes back down to $4.50, it's a great buying opportunity because that just means it's put in a higher low. It's come back to the support, this resistance level, change it into support, and then we can go to the target that we discussed in the video, $8.72. So SoundHound is really not looking that bad compared to FSR. We're going to look at FSR now. SoundHound, as you can see here, during trading hours was up 17%. After hours, it's down 15%. Unchanged on the day, basically. However, FSR, we had a quick sneak peek at it, but what happened there? Down, or is it down 34%? All-time lows, is it? Is it all-time lows? Yeah, all-time lows for FSR. It's really, really not good. It's really not good seeing a stock under 50 cents. It's not good seeing something must have horrifically gone wrong, and that's not what you want to see when a stock is already below that $1 mark. You don't want to see the stock going, this company going bankrupt. The market cap is only 389 million for a functioning EV company. So what I've said previously is the trend is down. So what's going on now? Let's have a look. Let's go back into the 4 hours so we can see what's going on. We have come down to this trend line. That's why we drew it. The green trend line is back in action. That's what we've been bouncing off. We really need to hold it. This should be the low, realistically. Starts breaking down below this, then it could be in dangerous territory. This line here is connecting the lows previously. It was also showing us bullish divergence, but obviously if the earnings come out terrible, then the stock is going to jump off a cliff just like it's done there. So it's not looking brilliant. I mean, that 4-hour candle itself down 34%, all-time lows on FSR, really not great. Is it a buying opportunity? Yes, it kind of is. If you believe in the company, then what better price to get in than all-time lows? If you sort of look at the daily still, we'll see how the RSI is tomorrow, but it's going to be a new lower low, and I don't think is it going to be a lower low on the RSI? Let's see what we can. On the 4 hour, it doesn't seem that way. So what that would indicate, and the reason I was seeing if the RSI is going to be lower, is you see here, it's a low, a lower low, lower low, lower low. On the RSI, low, is that higher low? Maybe not, but I think on the daily, which is what matters, the longer time frame, I don't think it's going to be a lower low. So we'll see tomorrow, but it might be triple bullish divergence, meaning seller exhaustion is finished, that there is lower lows, but there's higher lows on the RSI. We just need to make sure that RSI is going to be higher than 28 tomorrow, and that could be a great opportunity to buy it and make a trade, get some money back out of it, even sell it back out where it was today, take a quick 54% on it, make your money back. This is what we did with Virgin Orbit while it was going bust. We were making our money, quick pops. The pops were actually big on Virgin Orbit, and that's how we might need to start trading this. I just don't want to see it go any lower than 48 cents. For this to work, the capitulation should be done by now. This should be the lowest it should be for the next 12, 24 hours. We don't want to go any lower than 45 cents. If it does, then new lows will be created. If I was already in the stock then and I like the stock, then I'll definitely be buying now. There's no better opportunity than when it's dropped 40%. Again, I haven't looked at the fundamentals. That's for Martyn to decide, but just look at the charts. Lowest price ever. You like the stock, then why not buy it now? The sell exhaustion is there. You're back at the buy levels. So from a charting perspective, it's not all over, but it's on the verge of being over. You do want to hold 45 cents. You don't want it to go any lower, and you don't want you want the buyers to come back in. Around now, realistically, you want people to start realizing that is oversold and buying it now. So by the time tomorrow the RSI hasn't come down too much, you've got triple bullish divergence, and that will put you straight back up to maybe the sort of 63 cents mark very quickly, and you can make some money back out that way. But again, I don't give financial advice. Someone says SoundHound orders are coming back in. Are they? That is good news. Yeah, SoundHound earnings went quite well. They had a lot of customers. Yeah, coming back up, but again, I think it's going to play around here and then come back down. That SoundHound FSR was there as well. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's see what it's doing on the 5 minute. Yeah, this should be the bottom. We don't want it to come down anymore, otherwise it's on the verge of collapse, really. Goes under 40 cents, then this company is in trouble. Let's see if we got our likes. Please do hit the like button. I just want to get a good amount of likes for the first earnings call stream on the second channel. 110 likes. We can do better than that. But please do hit the like button if you have just joined. I will be finishing up the show now. Let me know if you have any questions before we do finish up the show. We have been live for about 2 hours. It is getting late in the United Kingdom. It's 11:30 at night, but I'm happy to answer any more questions. Let's look at the comments. Hit the like button, aiming for over 150 likes. Thanks, James 007. Yes, please do listen and hit the like button. And subscribe if you haven't already. This is the second channel where we'll be doing 2 earnings at the same time, if needs be, and obviously all the extra content that you see behind the scenes. If I was a crying person, you'd be able to hear the sound of my tears, says Eric B. Brandon E looks like orders coming in. Yes, it does. We did see that, but probably nothing too significant yet. Eric B, it could have been worse. I could have chosen Martyn's FSR earnings. Yeah, I wouldn't have chosen Martyn's FSR over SoundHound or over me. No, I'm joking. I know what you mean, the FSR, but that was it's not looking good, is it? SoundHound only down 15%, pretty flat on the day, and then you look at FSR and it's not looking good at all. I'm sure there was a lot of manipulation going on. Sensei, congratulations on your first live earnings report. It's been excellent. Thank you. James 007, very kind of you. Yes, it's gone well. Yes, I think so as well. Thank you. It means a lot. FSR could be at its first bottom. It could fall more. Yeah, it's a gamble, but if you like FSR already, then all-time lows, why not buy it? Again, don't put in more than you can afford to lose, but how many more sellers can there be realistically for this moment in time? Is it oversold? It looks oversold. Is it on the trend line? Yeah, it kind of is. Is it a classic capitulation candle? It kind of looks like it. So it's a risk to reward situation. MSK, hello, nice to see you. Have you hit the like button yet? Please do. We're trying to get a good amount of likes on this video. MS says to Martyn Lucas, I tried to call you on the video towards the end of the show. Did you not see? I'll wait for Martyn to respond. I won't know the answer to that. Are you going to do the chart tomorrow for both stocks, please? Says Vaz. I've already done the chart for SoundHound. That will come out tomorrow. For FSR, I can do it as a video, but you're watching live now, so it could be the same video if you want me to do that. We got switched over to you, and I'm looking everywhere for your name so I can go to your page. What is your name so I can go to? Sensei Crypto is what I go by. Normally I do the Sunday show on the other channel where I do the crypto, the charts and everything. Today we're looking at SoundHound AI. This is for David. Thanks for tuning in. I was doing the SoundHound earnings at the same time as Martyn. Partner of the show I am, and I do more of the charts and the crypto side. So you'll only find me on Martyn's channel. If you have any questions, join me on the Sunday show, 9 p.m. UK time. It's scheduled, so you can go have a look. If there's anything I can help you with, do let me know. But I do everything with Martyn, with partner of the show. Let me do this as a video while I'm here, so that anyone who missed this can watch it as a video later on the main channel. MSK says he's hit the like. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. What's the timing? So I'm just going to create a quick video. If there's any more questions, do let me know. Thank you, Martyn. What a earnings for FSR. Really tragic. It's unfortunate to see. It is down 35% after hours. Let's have a quick look at this the stock, and I'll give you my thoughts. Obviously, we did have a good run up, which we predicted in the last technical video I did. I can't anticipate what comes out in the earnings call. That's beyond my power. But we've dropped down. So this blue line here, dotted line, is where we are currently after hours. We're sat around 47 cents. If we go into the 4-hour candles, we can see where we are is actually at this green trend line here, where we saw opportunity last time round at 52 cents, where we called sort of a buy situation. It did run up a nice 53% in a couple of days, and now what we're looking at is another buying opportunity, risk to reward situation. So the risk to reward is looking good to buy. Obviously, no more than you can afford to lose. It is a penny stock. It is very volatile at the moment. The company could be in real trouble. But if you've lost some money and you want to try and make it back throughout trading, we did this with Virgin Orbit before. Anything I give is not financial advice. It's just my opinion and how I'd start trading out of the stock if I wanted to. Is I might buy some shares around under the 50-cent level, 47, 45, because this could turn into nice triple bullish divergence. Low here, lower low here, lower low here, a new all-time low, which we just hit now, and then higher lows on the RSI, which could indicate the sellers are exhausted, the capitulation has occurred. This is a classic capitulation candle. It could be an area to be buying. Again, I wouldn't go all in because anything can happen. If it breaks below its all-time lows, which were just created not too long ago around the 45 cents, then it can accelerate to the downside, and then it could be 40 cents next. And if it breaks 40 cents, then who knows where it goes. The company will be in real big trouble. But if you like the company, if you like what it's doing, it's actually producing cars, they're reasonably priced. If you don't think it's going bankrupt, then it's a good opportunity to buy. It has capitulated. Again, if this does rise 25% in a day, then sell. Don't keep holding. You've seen how low it can come. If you make some money back, 30 to 40%, the target for me, even buying at, let's say, levels like now, what would be my first target? It would be under what we've just hit recently. Realistically, it would be somewhere just shy of the 72 cents, maybe at 70 cents, maybe at 67 cents. I'll take the profits. That's a situation where it can go up 45%, and that can happen in a couple of weeks. In 2 weeks' time, it can be back up there. So, in my opinion, it looks like it's capitulated. It looks like it's an opportunity to buy. If you do believe in the fundamentals, I'm just looking at the technicals. To me, it looks like it's capitulated. To me, it looks like it can have a nice push up. To me, it looks like there could be a bullish divergence going on. But that's for you to decide. I'm not giving you financial advice. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Let's see how it trades with the days going forward. My analysis could change, but for now, that's what I'm seeing. And do keep an eye out on the channel where I'll give updates. And if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Let me hand it back to you now, Martyn. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you all for watching that with me live. I thought someone requested a video, so it gave me an idea that if anyone hasn't tuned in, they can see what my thoughts are, at the same time giving you guys the best view of it live, giving you my chart analysis. Let's see if I've got any questions come from that, and if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Sensei Sundays. Thank you, Eric B. Thanks, Martyn. Really talked up to you. Looking forward to learn. David Hensley, thank you very much. Yes, Sunday I'll do my show. I'll pop in here and there. If you see my videos, do click on them, leave a like. Over time, you'll learn the charts, you'll learn how my way of thinking is, and hopefully I can help you out in any way I can. Vaz says, thanks, Sensei. No worries. Aaron, thoughts and sound at market open tomorrow. It could continue to go down. I don't have big thoughts. I think over the next week, it depends how the market goes. If the other AI stocks continue to go up, then the sentiment is with AI, and and this will continue to go up. But more realistically, I think coming down to $5 in the next few weeks, month, $4.50 is quite healthy for the stock, and that's what I'd like to see. Eric B, I am learning. Amazing. MSK, I wouldn't be surprised if Elon tweets tomorrow laughing at FSR EPS. That wouldn't be good, would it, MSK? I don't think he will, but that wouldn't be good. Incredible day for the channel. Very professional. Much more to learn. Thank you very much, Sexy. That means a lot. Let's see how many likes we've got now. I was hoping 125, but we've only got 113. I think it's time to end the show. Let's see what the final comments are. I am still holding, and I called in to say that, lol. Oh, MSK, FSR. Hopefully the crypto gains are, hopefully you've got more in the Shiba and the XRP. It should be counteracting the FSR earnings. And I know you're sensible. You only put in what you afford to lose. So as sorry I am that it's happened. I know you are sensible and you know the risk to reward situations. So good luck to you, MSK. Hopefully it rebounds. Martyn Lucas Investor is here. Fubo earnings in the morning pre-market. So there'll be an earnings for you guys in the morning before the opening bell. So please do tune into that. Appreciate the advice going to set a stop loss. Please do, Aaron, but it's not financial advice. It's just my thoughts, what I do. I can be completely wrong. SoundHound could go to 100 tomorrow, and FSR could go to 0. It's just my thoughts. So it's what I would do, but I'd like to give you my perspective. I'm a fan of this new extra channel. It's an excellent idea. Yes, it is. Sensei Crypto Clips, yes, still green. Lol. Amazing, MSK. So far, it's not a good earnings season, so it can only get better. That's one way to think about it, Zach. Say it could also just get worse, but we'll see. Congratulations, Sensei. Great job. Thank you, Martyn. Oh, wrong one. Let's bring the show to a close. It is coming up to midnight in the UK. And we have covered SoundHound AI. We have, hopefully, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to this channel. Jack's back. I don't think they did go into that detail. We ended up with 114 likes. Amazing. Great work, Sensei, says James. Thank you very much. It's been my first earnings and I enjoyed it. It went well. Thank you very much. SoundHound is coming down. We're looking for $6. We drew this live. We were trading it live. It was great fun. We were doing the patterns all on a small time frame. Obviously, I don't normally trade in a small time frame, but it's all the same. We're trying to use it as an educational moment. And it was working. We drew the parallel channel, the pennant, the arrows, and look, this arrow was shown right over there. So that trade itself is already 7.5% without any leverage. So we'll see what happens. Me and Eric and Divergent Trades, we're all looking at the charts together, giving ideas to each other. Great fun. Eric B, I'm still holding 47 shares of SOUN bag. It's not that big of a bag. In the green tomorrow. 47 is times 7 is a fair amount. So if it comes down to that $4.50, you might want to add some more to the bag. This is the collaboration between Martyn and Sensei Crypto. Loving it. Amazing. Okay, that is all done. Couple videos to come out, but look at that, coming straight into our buy zone. FSR, we just saw the chart for that as well. So until next time, until the next earnings, until my Sunday show on the main channel on Sunday, see you. Take care of your money, your crypto, your stocks. Thank you, MSK. Take care of your money, your stocks, your crypto, and each other.